I am a victim of a hate crime. Stanley knows what I'm talking about.
That's not what a hate crime is.
Well, I hated it.
She's in love with him. And she loves the fact that she loves that he don't love her.
Okay, so here we are with another video, man. And I don't know if you guys can see the title. How many people have you slept with? Porn star life, right? Now, I went on in a video, I think on my Patreon, talking about just how you notice women, right? Just watch them sometimes. I know some like super creepy shit, but just pay attention to how they move. And like I say, man, the quickest way to learn women is to go to a brothel. In my opinion, go to a good brothel. That's the quickest way you learn who they gonna fuck with, how they gonna fuck with them, who they gonna fake smile for, who they gonna actually kind of want to be with and shit. Go to a brothel, because anytime you fuck with a woman, a woman's sheer existence is prostitution. Okay, that's just what it is. Because with 95% of women, as soon as they start talking, you ain't gonna want nothing to do with them. The only reason why you even want to deal with them is because they look good, right? And you want to fuck them, which is nothing wrong with that, but you got to understand the reality. So yeah, so in the video on my Patreon, I talk about how like just pay attention to women, right? And you'll soon start to see, and it's hard to explain, but once you get it, like, you're gonna know it. When you see them, every woman has this certain sense of comfort, right? Every woman walking has just this certain sense of being comfortable. And it's hard to say. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, all bitches, they freak out because they're not pretty enough or some shit like that, blah, blah, blah. But even beyond that, there's a certain sense of comfort. And it's hard to explain, but when you see it, you know it. Like, they're always just a little more relaxed. They're always just even when they're super stressed out, it's a part of them that's just more comfort than a man will ever have in life. And you want to know why that is? Is because she is woman, she has a vagina. And because she has a vagina, that's like that's money in the bank. She knows, every woman walking the earth knows that if she starts fucking, she's gonna start getting something. All right, that's it. Now the hard part comes in is once they get older, they got to go down in the status of guy they're fucking, to get something out of him. But there's a fucking fly in here. But other than that, man, she knows it. Like, women, like, cause they dumb as fuck. Like, just these bitches on here, like, they dumb as hell. They are dumb as fuck. But what keeps them in the game? Think about it. What keeps them in the game is that you want to fuck them. That's what's keeping them. That's what's keeping them relevant in any kind of way. That you want to fuck them, which is fine. But understand why you're holding anybody would ever hold any importance for these women. So anyway, we're gonna get started with this. Here we go.
Professionally or personally?
I mean, are we counting porn? Jeez.
How many people have I slept with? Oh gosh, it's gotta be over like 200. I've had a lot of sex.
How many people I've had sex? I have no idea. I used to keep a spreadsheet, I'm not gonna lie. Around 100, I guess. I don't know. And like, do you count porn? Like, that's the thing. Like, they never tell you, like, some people are like, oh, I don't count the people I had sex with in porn. And I'm just like, well, but you still had sex with them. Like, so I don't know.
I actually keep a list. I had all their names down. There are a few people that I don't remember their names from my past. Right now, it's, I think, 52 people. So that's like roughly half work sex and roughly half non-work sex.
I remember laying in a hotel room with my husband, and we were trying to tally up our numbers. And before I got into porn, my number was somewhere around 20-ish people. So I'd been around the block, but not too bad. Now, definitely triple digits.
I hope I'm still under 100, but we're probably hitting about 100 right about now.
Oh, I gotta just rewind that because that just shocked me. Is this a transsexual or something? I mean, that just really came out of nowhere.
Definitely triple digits.
I hope I'm still under 100, but we're probably hitting about 100 right about now.
That's a dude. That's a man.
Axel, I don't even know. I have lost count so long ago. I have no idea how many people I've had sex with. A lot. Let's just say that I've been in porn for 4.5, 5 years. And I was slutty before that. Not as many as I would have thought, but quite a few. I would guesstimate around 40. That's a guesstimate, but something like that, yeah.
How many people have I slept with? Are you serious? A lot? I have no idea. I think that's one of those things that kind of scares me to even think about, because I've been around the business almost 20 years on and off. That's a lot of dick and pussy.
Yeah, and look at her. Look. This is a regular woman you would see at a fucking working at a gas station. She is nothing. See, this is why I'm only halfway through the video, but this is why I try to tell guys mostly, like, to be woman, like, sex. You know what always I find funny is, this is just a quick side rant. You guys know, like, the word incel. So, most women have no genuine, authentic personality to come up with a way to, make fun of somebody. So women have this, they're calling guys incels, right? As if it's like some, as if woman has to put in any equal level of work to get sex. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it would be, okay, a woman called a man incel would be like LeBron James making fun of me because I can't dunk. Like, motherfucker, like, you already right. All you gotta do, your existence gives you a fucking 40-point boost in this shit. All right, out of 100, you already got a 40-point boost just because what you were biologically born with. Yeah. The ease of a woman getting sex is like Shaq making fun of me because I can't dunk a ball. And this is like, this woman is nothing fucking special. And this after she done put on makeup. And got her hair a little did. You know what I'm saying? And that shirt, look. You can see she ain't nothing. But she's a woman. You see, women, like that woman, by default, woman automatically has access to the entire sex world. And you know this as a fact, because for those of you who go to sex clubs, they'll tell you right off the bat. See, women don't talk about this shit because women are too fucking stupid to know and think like this, to think too in depth. On average, they're too fucking dumb, right? So if you go to sex clubs, single men aren't allowed in those sex clubs unless like they already know that motherfucker. Single women are always allowed in the sex clubs. They're allowed in the clubs for free. And I bet you guys didn't know this because my girl showed me this a long time ago. You know how you can pay for online dating? Well, women always get that shit at a discount. Men pay like double for that shit. As a man, like, you gonna have it a lot harder. That's just how it is, man. As a man, when it comes to trying to get sex, you gotta juggle shit a lot better. Woman just has to exist, and this woman is a clear example of it. She's not anything special. I probably would have deleted her. I probably would never even ask for this type of woman's number in reality. Let's just be real about it. And yeah, she's bouncing around from dick and pussy. Like, this is to be a woman. And here's the other thing. Like the one girl said, this is just a sex life on camera. See, the reality is this, man. There's plenty of women out there who never got into porn or for whatever reason, and they doing much crazier shit than these women are doing. Much far crazier shit. Anyway, we're gonna finish this video because we got about 2 minutes left.
Almost 20 years on and off? That's a lot of dick and pussy.
I don't know how many girls. I really don't. So many. I don't even think I could. More than 30. For guys, I want to say it's under 20, but definitely more girls, so.
If girls count, I have no idea how many people I've slept with. Probably somewhere around 120. For men, however, I've slept with 46 within the industry and probably somewhere around 20 in my personal life. So somewhere around, let's round up to 65.
And like I say, man, like, never ever, especially when she's talking about men, always, I say multiply that shit by at least 2. Cause see, she like Like with the girl talking about some, you had 40 dicks. See, women are only gonna remember the ones they want you to know about. They only gonna tell you about the ones that they felt good about doing. She ain't gonna tell you about the dude the guy whose dick she sucked for weed. She ain't gonna tell you about the dude who dick she sucked so she can get to the porn shoot. She ain't gonna tell you about all that. The Uber driver and all that. She ain't gonna tell you about all that. The ones that she's gonna tell you about are the ones that she wants you to know about. So like, and this is an ongoing thing. Whenever a woman says it, multiply that shit by at least 2. Because she's not telling you about the drunk nights when she got gangbanged behind a dumpster. She ain't tell you about when she went hiking with her friends and they ran a train on her. She ain't tell you, they're not going to tell you about all that. She's going to tell you about the ones where she got wined and dined and all that and got something out that motherfucker. Or he was just like, you know, he was a legit, like she thought he was a great looking dude. So she wanted to be known to be fucked by him. All that. Those are the ones she's going to tell you about.
How many people have I slept with? About definitely over 10.
Realistically, I have no idea how many people I've slept with. If I had to guess, 90% females, but around like 350.
Estimation would be probably like 10. I'm very new.
No, over 100. I stopped counting. That's very anti-feminist.
I stopped counting my sexual partners at 200. So now I know it is more than 200.
I've been in the industry for 6 and some odd years, and we're counting both boys and girls, right? Not just like one sex or the other. Below 500 and above 250, somewhere in that ballpark range.
I actually, a website just like posted a thing. I was in a thing of certain tattoo guys, like 5 of the hottest like tattoo guys in the adult industry. And it was weird because they labeled me as a legend. And I was like, oh, that's polite, but that's really, I was like, come on, really? And then they were like, you know, over 800 scenes. And I was like,
yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear no dude talk. They cut that shit off on him real quick. They cut his ass off real. He mid-cut. You see how dudes get treated? He got cut off real with a dude. They ain't let him finish talking. They cut him off. Even if he getting fucked by other dudes, they cut his ass. Nobody care about a man. You see how y'all see how that played out? Who posted this shit? Favorite adults? They cut that man off mid-sentence. Fuck that motherfucker. Motherfuckers want to hear bitches or dudes who look like bitches talk. The world don't care about you as a man. You gotta get that. You gotta understand that. The world does not care about you. They cut that motherfucker off mid-sentence. He ain't even get his last breath out and cut his ass off. Women got to, I think I've been gangbanged by 40 dudes in porn. That dude, he got shut. Done. Edit that shit, cut it. But we could add it ending. Wait, I don't care. Just end it right now. They cut that motherfucker off real quick. Did that motherfucker, did the gay dude even get his last fucking sentence?
Just like posted a thing, legend. And I was like, oh.
And he was the only one actually like saying some shit you could listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the gay dude. He was the only one. The dude was the only one who said some shit that was actually formulating to the actual thought. And you know what I'm saying? But that's how the world do us, man. That's how the world does guys. They don't care if you gay or not. If you a man, they don't give a fuck about you. Out of all them other bitches, he was the only one saying some shit that was actually like adding up to something interesting to say. Done.
That's polite, but that's really, I was like, come on, really? And then they were like, over 800 scenes. And I was like,
yeah, we don't even care about your last thought, B. It was over like 800 scenes. And I was like, we don't even care about your last thought. We'll listen, what? Where's that tranny at? Where's that tranny bitch at? This motherfucker, this scares me. As soon as, that's a dude, man. That is a man. They'll let this motherfucker talk before him.
I hope I'm still under 100, but we're probably hitting about 100 right about now.
That's a man. He was the only one saying some shit that actually like would go to something. But yeah, anyway, where I was gonna go next is never ever because the world has this thing of measuring. The world has this way of almost forcing guys or forcing humans to measure their worth by how much sex they're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world has this way of like kind of pushing this on you at some point of don't you wish you were me because I have more sex than you, right? Now, that's okay for women to truly compete with that. Like I said, because that's okay for women to truly compete with how much sex that they can get in the terms of how the world's gonna do it. Because to women, it's like dunking a basketball. Like they already, you know what I'm saying, they already 6'9". So it's like it's no challenge to actually go out and get it. So she might as well compete with other 6'9" motherfuckers. Go compete with other women with that shit if they want to do that. Okay, that's if they want to do that. But as a guy, see, like as a guy, all I can say is try not to fall into that trap or that validation of getting a woman, the validation of what type of woman you can get and fucking all this. Like, try not to fall into that trap, because what's going to end up happening is this. You're going to end up sitting in a room. You're going to end up with women in a club or bar or whatever, and y'all get to talking about it. And women will smell on you that you're validating yourself by who you can fuck, kind of thing. And no. See, woman validates herself by the attention she gets. Man validates himself by being his own man and doing what he wants to do in life. You see. And then on the other hand, and the other example is this. You will never be able to keep up with a woman when it comes to the hunting for sex and getting sex. You will never be able to. Like, Elon Musk cannot keep up, for the simple fact that, okay, look, at the end of the day, like, we just gonna get tired of it. And at the end of the day, like, we really don't need that extra attention out. Where women, they crave that extra attention. Women need that attention. So it's like the prostitution is a win-win for women. Like, they also getting the sexual desire filled, and they also getting attention. And then some of them probably will get some money in some form, somewhere down the road too. So it's a complete win-win. But for men, like, it's okay. This is gonna be particularly towards the incel group, because I remember I keep getting requests on talk about incels. Okay, for those of you who are incels out there, for real, it's one of the, you just haven't had it yet. So maybe, like, imagine, like, if you have a tattoo, right, and somebody else is like crazy about tattoos, and you look at them and you just be like, yeah, like, they just ain't had a tattoo yet. That's why they, panicking about it. Like, so that's why they going crazy about it. Or maybe you're not going crazy about it. Maybe you just kind of want sex, but if you can't get it, if you can't get it, it's kind of like, beating you up by hearing this term incel. Well, that incel shit, man, like, for real, if you want to be real about it, like, y'all doing better off in this shit, for real. The only thing that's kind of fucking it up is you kind of getting left behind, because it's like everybody's doing it, kind of thing. So you kind of getting left behind. But other than that, for real, man, like y'all really making out better, because you don't got to deal with all this, all this waste of time nonsense. You don't have to deal with, going out to a bar, for example, and a guy's like trying to, fuck some bitch, and he gets mad because the bitch sitting down talking to another dude, and now he wants to fight that dude and all this crazy shit. You don't got to deal with all that, man. Like, you living a life of peace, for real. If anything, like I say so many times before, you be better off. Like, in the reality of the whole situation, that most men really just want a couple good hookers and a dog. For real. Like, for real. Most men really just want that. Because I'm telling you, dealing with see, when you see these little bitches up here, let me play this on silent. When you see these little oh shit. When you see these little bitches up here and their little perky tits and, perfectly tan skin, see, because you only seeing them from across the room. That's why they're so interesting and all that, because you only seeing them as from across the room as mixed in with this image that's in your head. You ain't really sitting. You ain't see porn. You ain't sitting up talking to these bitches, for real. You ain't seeing how dumb they are, for real. You ain't really sitting down and existing with them. Even a bitch like Mia Khalifa, bitch went to college, went to university, and bitch still dumb as fuck. You see, because you ain't like porn, and when you see them in pictures and all this shit, you really doing better off with that, or buying a hooker, in my opinion. You really, in most cases. So I think this little girl's cute right here. She's a cute little girl. And this, I said this in my older videos. went like shit like Instagram and porn was a godsend to women, because now they really don't have to sit down and talk. See, before Instagram and porn, they would have to go out to clubs and shit and then actually have to talk. You see, which to guys, that's maybe not a bad deal, but to women, that is a horrible deal for women, because most women have nothing to say. So for them, that shit was torture. You see, in a woman's perfect world, she'd rather just stand there, be admired as beautiful woman, and then, you know, like Mia Khalifa, be a broken Lamborghini and just, you know, put a for sale sign up every 6 months to a year and, you know, bounce around as long as she still, you know, figures she's attractive and life is good. Girls like this, trust me, you don't want to sit down for real. You really don't. The main reason a lot of guys will convince themselves to sit down with women like this is because they fall into that trap of that validation from the world shit. Like, I need to be doing this because I feel like I just should type of shit. And she's pretty, so why not? She's pretty and she's sucking my dick, so okay, I'll deal with her. Take it from me, man. When you fuck bitches like this, when you fuck bitches who look like this or better than this, I mean, in this general realm of attractiveness, right? Because we all have different tastes. Let's be real about it. But when you fuck bitches like this, see, this is what these bitches know is true. And they hate when I bring this shit up because I'm exposing their game. When you fuck bitches like this, these whores know that 90% of the work was in what they biologically were at the time. Like,